Oh, lost a spy in France, but I gain a mark on the bingo card. I imagine going to that spy's funeral. I'm so sorry for your loss, but check out this sweet bingo card. Hello everybody, my name is YujimboXD and welcome to the channel. And this week we return to Vanilla Hearts of Iron, if you can believe it. You might not know it, but this week marks my 100th episode here on YouTube. And I figured a way to celebrate that would be to go back to where it all started with Hearts of Iron for me, with achievement hunting in Russia. But the issue is, I have most of the achievements for Russia already, so I had to make some new ones. And I figured a way to gamify these achievements would be to play Soviet Union Bingo, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Do a thing on the card and then mark it off, and we'll see how many bingos we can get. So I think it's time to get back to this channel's roots and play as the world's most violent weatherman. And I guess I'll just leave historical off to make things a little bit more unpredictable and interesting. Alright, so here we are in Soviet Russia, and let's see if I've learned anything over the last 100 episodes that I can apply here. So let's take a look at the focus tree. Yep, that's pretty much the Russia tree I remember. So I think I'm just going to stick with what I do best. I don't need to complicate my life by experimenting with new strats all of a sudden. I'm getting too old for that kind of experimenting. So here's my plan instead. I think I'm going to recreate my one step forward video, and if you haven't seen it yet, I'll show you how you can invade Poland and set yourself up for a very easy invasion of Germany at the same time. Alright, so we can now begin phase 1 of planning. We have all of our divisions organized, and I've brought over every single division here to the west. I'm just going to try and pretend that Japan doesn't exist for now. And hey, maybe if we get lucky they won't exist in the future and I won't have to deal with them. Alright, just gonna hold off on doing focuses until I get a few more political points. There we go, now we can start justifying. You want to start this as soon as you can because it's gonna take a while. And if you wait too long, they might get guaranteed by the UK, which would be very bad. And we're going to need a spy agency, so let's get the Gulag gang involved. And actually, fun fact about gulags, in 1933 the Soviets had a gulag colony nicknamed Cannibal Island. And it didn't get that nickname because they were eating Funyuns, but I'm also pretty sure it's the inspiration that gave us Escape from Tarkov. Well, I should have known that was going to happen. Germany split in a civil war, and I honestly don't know how that's going to affect my strategy. It might actually make it harder. Well, I got my first spy, and I think I'm going to send him to France so I can attempt to do some mild persuasion. Well, the paranoia mechanic has begun, so what I like to do is wait until the paranoia gets a little bit higher before I spam the ones that decrease it. But you really do want to keep an eye on it and get this done sooner rather than later. And once you make it to the block of rights and Trotskyites, you're finished. So it's not too far down into your tree, but if you let the paranoia hang around, it will cripple you. Well, it looks like we're finally getting some recognition from our peers. That or Yugoslavia can feel the storm that's coming and wants to be my friend ahead of time. And now that we have enough political power, I'm going to go straight to war economy. I need more supply lines. And now the German junta is asking for a treaty. I'm just going to say no to that one because you're the next person I'm going to justify against. Excellent. Now my officers are turning against each other and ratting on one another. You get a free punch on your dissident discount card for that. Only 9 more and you get a free get out of gulag card. Just remember that card is only valid for you and not your whole family. But speaking of cards, that was our first purge, so we get to mark one off on our bingo card. Well, Germany hasn't finished their civil war yet, and that's actually a pretty quick justification, so I wonder how this is going to play out. Only one way to find out. Well, Japan's over here causing border shenanigans, but I don't have time to worry about that. I have more interesting things going on, like a war with Poland, and a brewing war with the military junta of Germany. Oh no, I lost a border conflict with Japan. Anyways, back to where the real war is being decided. Just gotta look for little openings wherever I see them. Alright, let's just set everyone to aggressive. I do not need them digging in, but at least I am getting a few encirclements, so that's always a good sign. Whoa, didn't expect this. Trotsky came to me, and I guess we immediately arrested him. Well, he's never going to see the light of day again, so I guess we can knock that one off the bingo card too. Yeah, sure, Tanatuva, why don't you get in here too? It'd be hilarious to watch you flop around for a bit. Oh, lost a spy in France, but I gain a mark on the bingo card. That's what we call acceptable losses. I imagine going to that spy's funeral. I'm so sorry for your loss, but check out this sweet bingo card. Alright, we're creeping up on Germany's border, but I really do need the junta here to win before I can declare war on them. Ugh, I'm touching Germany's borders. That is not what I wanted. But it's not the Germany I'm justifying against, so it shouldn't mess up the strat, but oh boy, I just don't know at this point what's going to happen. I guess I'll just finish off Poland because I think Germany should be done here any day now. Yeah, there it goes. Great. Okay, now we have to finish this war, like right now. Jeez, there we go. All right, Germany's already reforming on the line. This is not a great sign. Not what you want to see. This isn't normally how I do it against Germany, but hopefully this should be good enough. They don't seem to have enough troops to cover their line, so hopefully this goes okay. There we go. Got a few encirclements here and there already. You know, I should probably be keeping track of these kills too. I don't know if I'm going to have a singular war that will result in over 1 million kills on either side, so maybe I should just keep a running tally. There goes Berlin. Honestly, you might think this is easier because I'm playing this with historical off, but if I had left historical on, my strat I think is much easier. United Kingdom concedes to trade unions. Oh, does that mean, sweet child, are you coming over to my side? A already working on the French. Oh, sweet, I got their cipher. Let's use that. There we go. I think I have encircled enough of their divisions that I can just walk around their country now. Well, I guess before we finish this war, we ought to look at the kills. I'll add about 50,000 casualties and 100,000 kills to the count for the Poland War, and I will write that down to make sure I'm keeping track of it, or I will forget. There we go, right as the naval invasion sound was going off. And don't forget to steal their navy. All right, so that's Germany down, and some of my political rivals. It was a good day. Also, that means mark another one off the bingo card, and I'll just mark off Poland too while I'm at it. Well, UK, as much as I love the fact that you're going communist, one, it's going to take too long, and two, I have it written down here, you have to die. So I think I need to speed up the UK's conversion to communism. Also, I'm pretty sure if they go full communist, they'll lose their colonies, and I need those. Also, I'm going to convert a bunch of my mountaineers into paratroopers. Everybody hates me, nobody loves me, guess I'll go eat worms. All right, we created the agitprop, or as you might know it today, RTTV. So let's bring the good news to the people. And that good news is we get to mark another thing off our bingo card. All right, we finished our justification on England. Admittedly, this is a bit of an ambitious drop, but let's see how it goes. Well, immediately landed in Dover, so that was a pretty good sign. Now rush it with everything you got. They can't stop us all. There we go. I've landed a significant amount of troops now. I don't know if their troops are off somewhere else or what, but I don't care, honestly. And once you make your landing on England, they usually don't have enough troops to cover their whole border, unless they were already turtling. So just run around their divisions wherever you see holes. Oh, I got a tank past the defense line. He's making a run for the touchdown, or whatever it is you do in sports ball. All right, before this war ends, let's look at the kills. Jeez, it's barely even worth counting, honestly. And that's another one for the bingo card. That's why you don't waste time trying to navally invade the UK, because airdropping them is so much easier. I was gonna puppet these people, but you know what? I feel like I'm just gonna annex everyone. If manpower suddenly becomes an issue, I can always just release them later. Besides, I don't want them spamming me with offers of divisions later, and then I have to deal with their subpar troops mingling with mine, eating up all the supply. And all right, that is the Allies down, and it isn't even 1938 yet. I think we're doing okay. Well, why stop at the Allies when I could have so much more? Well, it looks like the US is trying to put itself on a war footing, but honestly, I don't think those 30 days are going to help you very much. Well, it's time, America. You and I both knew this day would always come. I would say I'm here to protect the Russian minorities, but that's not true. I just want you dead. But just because the US only has a few troops doesn't mean I'm not going to encircle the ones that they do have. Hey, nice, we got an Italian spy. That's one for the bingo card. And not only that, that makes our first bingo, going diagonally across. But you know what's better than one bingo? More bingos. So let's continue. I don't know if it's just my imagination, but I feel like the AI has just gotten dumber lately. Because I have everyone set to aggressive, and I'm still having to manually send every division around because they're just either walking completely away from the line or just standing there when there's nobody in front of them. Well, I finally have the US forces cut off and surrounded here in the Northeast, and I'm taking a page out of General Grant's playbook and I'm moving down the Mississippi to cut the US in half. Well, before this war ends, let's actually look at the kills so I can add it to the tally. And I'm just going to round up in my calculations. There'll be a few more kills before this war is over, and I won't know the exact number on the day it ends. And there we go, America down. I hope you're a morning person, Amerinsky, because it's going to be a red dawn. Man, that's going through a lot of trouble just to get Alaska back. But that's another one for the bingo card. But I really am going to need a few more really bloody wars to get the kills I need for these last few achievements. Well, I let my Finland sit around too long, and now it's gone all rotten and fascist. So I guess I'll just have to take care of that too. And now Lithuania is asking us to partition Poland. I'm sorry, the Soviet state doesn't recognize the state of Poland, so we don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'm starting to get some excess factory, so I might as well try and go for another bingo card item while I'm at it. What actually constitutes the Siberian Railway in this case? I don't know. If I can send troops over here and I don't run out of supply, I'll consider it complete. The purges are finally over. Thank goodness. I like though how in a normal game of Hoi, you usually finish the purges before you start any wars. I kinda did that in the opposite order. Well, I'm already manually justifying on Finland, so there's no need to do those focuses. So I'm just going to speed run bullying. There's no one left to really stop me. So I dare the Baltic states to say no to my annexation. Oh, got another spy. Ma'am, I already have this bingo card item, but I appreciate your effort anyways. Also, my spies have secretly been hard at work inside of France, and it looks like it's starting to finally pay off. Actually, come to think of it, if they're starting to do the communist stuff, their stability is probably going down. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Well, I'm going to make a special offer to the Baltics now. It's a special new membership deal to the Soviet Union. Join now and I'll spare your family. But not you, Finland. There's no sparing you. Uh-oh, Finland just joined the co-prosperity sphere. I have no troops over there. I guess I get get to try out my new Siberian Railway. But the good news is I have a bingo item for that. Bleh! That's what that was, in case you were wondering. It was for an oh crap moment. Well, might as well add a few Chinese members to my faction. Hey, Mongolia, can you do something? You're over there. Help! Oh yeah, I forgot Tanatuva's over here too. Save me! You've got 4 divisions. Use them. Well, at least I got some good news. There goes Lithuania. 1 down, 2 to go. I just have to bank up some more political power. Well, Finland's putting up even more of a fight than England, which I guess is kind of appropriate. There goes Latvia. Well, I got my troops over here to stabilize this front, and they're not completely out of supply. And I have level 3 railways all the way out here, and I'm working on level 3 roads. And while I could build more, I'm gonna say that's the Siberian Railway complete. And if it ends up being just a little bit jank, well, isn't that just the Russian way? Oh my god, we're getting just picked off left and right over here. It is tanking our war support. Well, at least I have Finland's cipher. Hopefully that'll speed things up. Yes, it did. Wait, why are there Italian troops here? Oh, I see. Balbo has replaced Mussolini. He's Mr. Airplane Man. I really should do a run as him one day. Anyways, let's kill the last of his troops in this frozen wasteland. Also, with that, I'm going to mark off 2 more bingo items for Siberian Railway and defeating Finland, which gives us another bingo right across the top. Yeah, so I wondered why my navy was getting slapped around so hard near Russia, and then I realized that Finland has this stupid port over here that's supplying the entire Japanese navy. And I'm not kidding when I say the entire Japanese navy. They really sent their entire navy over here. So I think I need to take this out. But hey, they want to push me around in the Baltic Sea, then I'll take away their plaything Manchukuo. And Estonia said no to my annexation. I really don't have time for this crap. Well, I feel like I'm making some real progress into China now. There we go. There's Estonia down, and the last of the Baltic states. So I've guessed I've earned myself another bingo item. Oh my god, now Siam joined the co-prosperity sphere. Why are you joining Team Loser? Well, it took like 3 years to set up and 1 year to actually execute the plan, but there's a coup in France. Guess I might as well help them out. Alright, I did have to wait till some troops were in position because France is in a faction with Romania. But now that they're there, I can help. Oh my goodness, I wanted some wars to add to the body count. I think I got my wish. This is what I would describe as a bit of a situation. Oh my goodness, there goes Qing China, or Manchukuo as they're also known. Still gotta clean up this mess. Romania is kinda not going nowhere, and we're slowly wrangling France. Oh, apparently I can invite the Austrians to my faction. Good to see them here. I'll take whatever help I can get, honestly. Not that I think I need it, I'm just incredibly lazy. Well, there goes France, which means I can pull all those troops off that front and send them to Romania. Well, I think it's time for a new type of battle tank, the T-34. Maybe you've heard of it. Could certainly use it to help shut down the rest of these wars. But more importantly, it's another bingo item. Let's take a quick look at the French war before it ends. Honestly, it looks even at about 150,000 apiece. So we're getting there. We're a little over halfway at this point for the kills, for both parts. Well, there goes the French faction. Didn't expect that to spiral out of control like it did. And just gotta make sure I get all this stuff in China too. Good thing my war score is so much higher than everyone else's. And don't forget to grab their last little state that the AI always forgets to annex. Now I'm just gonna build some airports in South Korea. I think I'm gonna need them. Well, there goes Yunnan and communist China. I guess I can't get that achievement now, unless I can somehow convert everyone to communism over here, but I'm just not even going to try at the moment. Haha, whoops, totally forgot I had India. There's another bleh moment for you. Man, now I remember why I rarely play on this side of the world. It's because I freaking hate fighting over here. So, you wanna know a fun trick for doing paradrops? You don't even need supremacy over the area to even do it. What you do is you set up your invasion, save your game, and then reload it, and before you unpause, you launch your invasion. And just like that, you can get a free airdrop. I am going to have to force defend though, because they might die instantly. And because most of their troops are here fighting me in China, there shouldn't be too many people here in Japan itself. There we go, landed all my divisions. Now I just gotta march them around. I'm gonna do this manually because I do not trust the AI to not screw this up. Oh good, I finally have some tanks showing up to help me push these guys out. They're not completely undefended, they're just mostly undefended. Alright, before this war ends, let's count the kills real quick. And good news, this war has pushed us over the 1 million mark for both losses and kills. So that's 2 more bingo items. Jeez, there we go. It's another problem solved and another achievement off the bingo card. I think we finally avenged the Battle of Lake Khasan. And I'm just gonna steal Japan's fleet that they are harassing me with. Wouldn't want that to happen again. Well, there's your new world order. Let's go update the bingo card and look at the final score. I count 5 bingos in the end, so not a bad day's work. But I had a ton of fun doing this. I might actually come back and do this again with another country. So that's 100 episodes in the can. I think next week we'll take a brief look back at the last 2 years of my time here on YouTube, and we'll revisit some of our favorite moments over the last 100 episodes. So if there's anything else in Hearts of Iron you'd like to see, challenges, mods, things like that, let me know down in the comments below. Or you can join our community Discord and drop me a line there. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great night.